this is the best part of the design process. So I'm going to show you this and this, so you see the difference. You see this one is very dark, while this one is light and sharper. You can see the faces properly and better. Hey guys, good day. This is Simple Graphics. Yeah, I want to show you how I do the design. Please, if you're new to this channel, do it to subscribe, like, and share. So I want to show you how I do the design. Everything was made Pixel Lab. So these are the stuff. So what I do, I want to start from beginning. So practically what I would do is to save. I want to save it so that I just use the picture for reference. If not, everything was made from Pixel Lab. So I'm going to come to this place and then open the image size. I use 4000 by 5000. 4000 by 5000. So this is it. So first of all, I want to impute the picture first, the design. After this picture, after this design, we're going to make it sharper. So we're going to make it sharper, and then it's going to look nice. So first of all, I want to start by bringing in the pictures. So the first picture here, I think I have it on my photo room. Okay, so this is it. I think this is not there, so I'm going to bring another. So this one as the base picture at the middle, then the other one I'm going to lock it, then the other one at the left. So this one at this side, and then I'll send it back, then I'll lock it too. So the last one is this one, and then this is it. You see, I did not do much editing on the pictures, so I just put them the way they are. So I'll send it back too. So what I will do again is I want to remove this one, so that we'll see what we've inputted. So this is the 3 pictures. So what I did was to add a fade out, a fade in. I faded the shape. So I'll go to, after putting the shape, I'll go to gradient. I'll click this plus sign. Then this up, which is this one, I'm going to use white, but I'm going to remove the opacity entirely. Then for this side, I'm going to put it white and take it to the middle a little, so something like this, and I'll okay it. So this is practically what I did. So I'll take it down a little. So the reason is for you to cover this downside, so I'll just okay it, and then I'll take it to the last picture first of all, the last picture, and then I'll take it up, so it will cover the downside of that last picture. So I'm going to copy it again, copy, and I'll take it to the second picture, which is second to the back one, which is this one at the front too, so it will not cover this one. So you've gotten a perfect fading of the clothes. If it's Photoshop, I can practically just fade the picture directly instead of putting this this shape gets, but this is Pixel Lab. We need to improvise. So this is it. So the next thing I did was to actually put another one at the front, so that the right sources that I want to put will show very well. So are you seeing that I have reasons for putting these things? So most people just design and just put whatever they want to put without any reason. But I'm giving you a good reason why we are putting these things. So the first reason was to fade out the images, each of the images. That's the reason for putting this fading out. And then I'm going to impute my text now. So I think the first set, I want to impute reference name, Reverend Dr. David Ogbueli. So I use two font. I use three font, but I'm going to use two on this tutorial. So the first font was Charles Sebastian. So Charles Sebastian, and then I'm going to just align it properly, and then I'll reduce the size. Okay, perfect. So I'll look it up and then put the name, Dr. Ogbueli and David. So this is it. And then the text I use is Brick College. If you've been following my design, you know that I just like using this font. I don't want to use the normal popping font, those monsters. Though they are nice font, I still use them till now. But for serial purposes, I like using this one so that people will not just focus on. I think this name will just go to the Igbo. Okay. So I want to go to the line spacing and reduce it so it can flow very well. So this is it. And then this. Okay. So I reduce the spacing and the line spacing. You understand? So I want to pick out the color. I just want to pick out the color from the design. So this is this. So this is the color I use. So I want to lock it and then copy this text. So I want to copy it and use it for this happy birthday. Happy birthday. So this is just this here. So practically I prefer that font, but I think I will stick with this so that it will be that I use two fonts. So I'm going to duplicate this and then happy birthday. So for this one that is up here, so what I practically did was using Charles Sebastian, and then just increase it and put it there. Charles Sebastian. So I just increase and put it, and then I fade it. I reduce the opacity. So that's what I did there. Then I'll copy again, copy it, and then just place it here. Then this one I will increase it more, increase the line spacing more. Get. So I think I still need to reduce opacity. So I'll reduce this opacity a bit to 30. So let me use 30. So I'll go back to this first one. I'm going to lock it. I'm going to use 30 for the opacity to 30. So let me hide this one. I think practically I'm done with this one. So the next thing I did was to copy this one and then add the date. So I made the design since 28th April. 28th April. Can you imagine? And the tutorial was I was kind of busy, so I didn't make the tutorial on time. So I said no, I must do it today. So I'll take it here, and then I want to change the color to black. Then the color to black. Then the line spacing, I'm going to increase it. So the line spacing, I'll increase a little, and then I want to position this way. Then so I'm going to type 30. Sorry. So I want to lock this and then duplicate it. Then I want to write 20, okay, 28. 28th April. So what I did was to go and change the brick colors to a lighter one. Okay, let me just make do with this. So I'll go to this curve, and then I want to curve it to the ending. Curve it to the ending. Sorry. And then I will reduce it. I don't know why it's like this. So make it like this, and then the lines, the spacing, I'll increase it a bit. So it's supposed to be on capital letter. So this is it. So I'll make it smaller. So the reason I'm making it smaller is to be able to curve properly. So I think I'm going to increase the spacing again. So you do this till you find the perfect size of whatever you want. So this is what I want, a perfect curve. So I'm going to lock it and then duplicate it again. Then I'm going to add 20, 26, 20, 26, and then I'm going to make everything in capital letter, just like the other one. So this curve, I'm going to take it back the opposite direction I added before. So I'm going to curve, take it the opposite direction, so the maximum. So I'm just going to place it up there. So what you saw, that this thing is kind of different from the other one. So what you can do is to reduce the size, and also you can reduce the spacing. And so make it to make the fitting nice while looking at it. So just leave it like this, and then this 28 I want to position it to the middle, and I've gotten it. So this is the last part you are going to do, and you don't have to miss this part. So first of all, you save your project using PNG. Don't just close the design like this. Now what you need to do, we are going to work on the last part of this design. So if you've not subscribed, if you watch to this extent and you've not subscribed, you are wrong. So do it to subscribe, do it to like, please. So the next thing I would do is to go to my Snapseed, and then import the design. And this is it. So these are things I used to do for my design to pop. So I'm going to use this pop. Click on the pop first of all, and then you see the thing has lightened. So I'm going to go to tools, go to details, and hold it, and then strike to the right. Then hold it again, take it up, and then strike to the right. So the reason is to give it a professional feel and make it look nicer. Understand? So now everything is out. If I increase to the ending, it's not still bad. It will not still bad. Well, it will be kind of too sharp. Get, but so many people, I see so many people design that uses that design like this, which is okay, which is nice. But I don't just like making it extremely sharp. Okay, so I think this is the best part of the design process. So I'm going to show you this and this, so you see the difference. You see this one is very dark, while this one is light and sharper. You can see the faces properly and better. Okay, so if you're making your designs, make sure you always use Snapseed to sharpen the design. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.